services of Hosparus Health, and you know about the beautiful work that they do. Lindsay Fleming joins us now, but before I do the official introduction, first of all, thank you, Lindsay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, because Hosparus Health.
Where's your thank you, Steve?
Boy, a lot of folks have benefited.
You're standing there in dead air.
It's implied.
It's terrible. That's a legal term, Kentucky. Don't worry about it.
Before we get into exactly what Lindsay does for elder advisors, talk about this partnership and why it's important, Larry.
Well, it's important because, you know, I don't know everything, and I'm not an attorney, so when there's legal issues, I'm always going to refer them to the elder law superstar attorney Steve Langdon. If there's tax issues, I'm always going to send them to Terry Graham at DMLO Accounting. And sometimes there's a Hosparus variable, and rather than me try to explain what Hosparus is or does, I'm going to let Lindsay do that. But the great segue to that was in the prior segment I was talking about Mr. Dunn who came up from Corydon. When he called my office last week, of all the things that stressed him out was the Hosparus caregivers, and of course Lindsay wasn't involved in this, but they told him if his wife continued to improve or did not show decline, he was going to lose the Hosparus coverage. So with that, I'm going to let Lindsay, who does a great job with Hosparus, explain to everybody the benefits of what it does.
Thank you, Larry. So the most important thing that I want all of Kentuckiana to know is Hosparus patients, we are caring, where am I? Number 13, okay. We are caring for folks with chronic and terminal illnesses. And our patients aren't dying, they're living. And a lot of times when we sign somebody to our services, we follow Medicare guidelines, and they get better, and they're better, and they're discharged from our services. So that does happen from time to time. But again, our Hosparus patients are living life. They're in Florida at their condo we helped get them set up at. They are in Vegas. They are at their daughter's wedding and their grandson's baseball game. And Hosparus comes in, supports the client, the patient, and the family with a social worker, a nurse, a chaplain, a certified nursing assistant, a board-certified palliative care physician or nurse practitioner, and we're just loving on the whole family, and we're just helping our folks live.
You know, why this partnership makes sense to me is Larry, a lot of times people think about that move to a senior facility and they think about all the money they're going to lose, and it's sad. But it's not sad. It's happy. And the same thing with you with Hosparus Health. People get better, right, and there is improvement. Yes, there are times when maybe perhaps things don't go the way you want, but with that being said, a lot of times it goes in the right way, and you guys help with that. So it's good news once again, Steve. And, you know, isn't it nice to know that you're surrounded, you know, you do your legal thing and you're surrounded by pros like Lindsay.
I can call her at any time and she immediately gets back to me, and what you said is so right. I mean, what we want to do is take the stress off the shoulders. We want to make life as easy as we possibly can for our clients in whatever stage of life they're in. We want to be there with them, and that's where really Lindsay steps in. I mean, she's just right there on top of it, taking care of these folks to make sure that everybody has the best life they can have.
I see the term palliative care. What exactly is palliative care, Lindsay?
So palliative care, we've recently rebranded Hosparus Health has, and we have a new exciting service line called Palliative Health Partners. And Palliative Health Partners are folks that are coming in to help with maybe not those terminally ill. We're not looking at a disease trajectory of 6 months or less life expectancy, but maybe 2 or 3 years. These are folks with lung issues, COPD, heart failure. We have a great heart connection program that is part of our Palliative Health offerings. So what you get with Palliative Health Care is a board-certified physician is managing the symptoms of whatever disease that you're struggling with. So shortness of air, and then again adding support to the family. That's what Palliative Health Care Partners are. And it's just really opened up our network, because anybody who is battling a chronic condition, again, COPD, heart failure, ALS, would qualify most likely for our Palliative Health Partners. It's exciting.
I think Hosparus Health is another example, Larry, of the many layers that are involved. You know, we automatically think about the financial side, but there's so much more to it, and that's what Elder Advisors is good at, is helping you get the very best help, so it's turnkey and the stress is off of family members.
Absolutely, because, you know, one thing I tell people pretty much any chance I have when I talk to folks is I'm not an attorney. And there's a reason for that. I'm not an attorney. So we offer so much more, because Elder Advisors helps families when they get into niche issues. Two that come to mind was I had a gentleman come in a month ago. Mr. Langdon helped him with a living trust just about a year or so ago, but the wife has declined, and the husband was concerned about his health. He was having a procedure done, so we found his wife some respite care. So he can know that his wife is being taken care of. Most people don't know what respite care is. We're not going to get into it on television today, but that's all part of what Elder Advisors brings to the table, because a lot of times when they come in, they're not really quite sure what they're there for or what to ask. So in that case, I was able to assess what the situation was. There was no legal component needed at that time, but he needed some help with respite care, so we got Mr. Don taken care of so he could take care of his issues and not worry about his wife. So there's a lot of things that we triage and we assess with families. What I find a lot of times is when they're working just with an attorney, they're working with an attorney. They deal with papers, try to get it back on deadlines. A lot of times they're not sure what they need to do. With Elder Advisors, there's so much that's done at the kitchen table. Certainly, if there's legal component, the attorney, Mr. Lang, is going to take care of that. But a lot of times, we're just helping families with the financial narrative to protect those assets so they don't go broken in nursing, because you don't have to. It's really that simple. You don't have to. You know, most of us spend more time and effort going to our grocery store and checking the fridge for milk because we don't want to go twice in the same day. Come out to the workshop, because we're not doing another one until August. Freeworkshop.com, Monday night at the Hilton Garden Inn, 6 o'clock, right off exit 132 on I-65 next to Crittenden, or on Crittenden Drive next to Cracker Barrel. And the following morning, Tuesday morning, at the Hampton Inn on Broadway, right off of Veterans Parkway. Folks, it couldn't be any easier than that. Freeworkshop.com, or they can always call 855-LARRY-55. Fancy Fulton, my assistant, pretty much monitors the chat feature live in real time, so if you just have quick questions, you can shoot us a chat on the website. But it is good news, as Mr. Langdon says. It is good news, because we're going to show you how you can protect all your assets for a husband and wife using the legal component that Steve Langdon brings to the table, and for a single person, about half of the assets, so you don't go broke in nursing, because you don't have to.
There is nothing more emotionally draining than when a family member is not in good health. So, Lindsay, a lot like Elder Advisors, you help people who are struggling with the emotions, with the answers to financial questions, legal questions, whatever it is. So that has to be, I would think, very rewarding for you, because a lot of times it does have a good outcome, a positive outcome.
It is, and we're caring for the entire family unit. And I think we're standing up here, and you got Lindsay from Hosparus and the amazing Larry Weiss from Elder Advisors and Steve Langdon. And it's like, how does the attorney and the, Don't Go Broke in a Nursing Home, Larry 55, and Lindsay all fit in? And I think all three of our organizations take a super comprehensive approach. So it's all pieces of a puzzle that ultimately result in a really full life, regardless of the number of days that you have. It's a full life, a life lived fully, and I think all three of us are doing that.
Wow, she should do the commercial for you, Larry.
She should do the commercial.
Well
that
done.
Was awesome.
Yeah, you said it all, and it's accurate.
It's all right.
Yeah, because I've had people who have attended your workshop, Larry, and they felt better coming out of the workshop than they do going in. Because as you said, Stephen, we say it again and again, if you've been apprehensive because you say, I don't know if I can handle all the bad news, it's not bad news. Really You're going to help them save money and take that stress off of them.
I mean, you'd be amazed how many people, when I sat down with them for the first time, with a husband and wife, which the home is exempt, right, counselor?
That's right.
They're convinced they're going to lose a house. Just by me telling them, just starting out in the basics, ma'am, you get to keep your house. Oh, my God, I thought I was going to lose a house.
He's a little bit crazy, right, Counselor?
Yeah, a little bit.
But it's amazing. Yes. The barbershop law out there, because for a community spouse, they can keep the house, and people are convinced they can't. That's why you need to come out to the workshop.
And remember, too, sometimes they'll talk to an attorney who doesn't do this for a living. They get the wrong advice. Yeah. That costs them thousands of dollars.
Get the right advice at these workshops Monday and Tuesday night. Make your reservations or just show up. I'm encouraging you. It's good news. Once again, Elder Advisors, don't go broke in a nursing home. Thank you very much, Steve, Lindsay, and, of course, Larry. We'll be right back. Find out what's happening at 2 o'clock on Wave 3 on I'll get it out, Wave Country with Don G. We'll be back.